Most people think a flight really starts when you hear those engines roar, right? When the plane actually lifts off. But what have I told you? It actually begins way before that. It kicks off with voices, precise signals, conversations that, well, you as a passenger never really hear. Today, that's our mission. A deep dive into this unseen choreography, the air traffic communication. We're going to follow a pretty standard flight, Indian Air 402, from Kolkata to Delhi, using actual pilot tower talk from our sources.
And what's truly fascinating, I think, is how this deep dive really shows the complex, moment-by-moment human coordination. It's all about ensuring safety, efficiency in our skies.
Yeah.
Every single word exchange, every instruction, every single readback. It's not just talk. It's like a building block of trust. It's absolutely critical for getting you safely from A to B.
Okay, so let's unpack this right from the very start, yeah. Before the plane even pushes back from the gate, our sources show this initial good evening, kind of like a digital handshake between the pilot of Indian Air 402 and Kolkata Tower. The pilot reports, total persons on board, 54, security check completed, and then that first key request, requesting startup clearance.
Right. The tower's reply is quick, clear, pushback, and startup approved.
This first bit, it's more than just politeness. It's the critical legal and operational timestamp. It's the moment the crew and the aircraft are actually validated for the flight. It's really the very first step in this long chain of precise interactions. Trust is being established right there.
Okay, so here's where the coordination really gets tight as the plane actually starts moving. After pushback, the pilot asks for taxi clearance.
Right.
And Kolkata Tower gives these incredibly detailed instructions. Listen to this. Indian Air 402, taxi to runway 01 right via Foxtrot, Alpha 1, and Delta. Hold short at 01 right, current time, 11:05 GMT. Wow. The level of detail, specifying the exact taxiways, those sort of airport roads to use, it's amazing. It has to be that precise.
Given all those specific taxiway names, what's the biggest challenge for a pilot there on the ground? And how does ATC help minimize that risk?
Well, that's a great question. On a busy airport surface, ground navigation is, it's like a really complex dance. Pilots are relying completely on these precise instructions to avoid hitting anything. Other planes, vehicles on the ground. ATC is essentially the choreographer, keeping everyone separated and, preventing jams.
Makes sense. Then comes the really crucial part, the air traffic control clearance for the actual flight path. Indian Air 402 gets cleared from Kolkata to Delhi via route RED60. They're told to maintain flight level 300, that's 30,000 feet, their cruising altitude. And they get exact departure climb details. Climb straight ahead to 4,000 feet, then turn left heading 070 to intercept radial 303. Continue climb to FL 300. That radial, that's a specific navigation bearing, right? Guiding them.
Exactly. And that's a really dense packet of information to get right, quickly, which highlights why readbacks are so vital. The pilot repeating the instructions back. That's the critical air check, and make sure these complex details are perfectly understood. No room for error.
Right. Then,
moments later, you get the takeoff clearance. The tower gives the wind 030 at 15 knots. And then Indian Air 402 is airborne at 11:10 GMT. Immediately, they switch frequency, radar frequency 127.9 millihertz, connecting with the next controller.
So the plane's climbing out. What happens next? Our sources show radar controllers take over right away, guiding the aircraft. And once flight IA-402 gets above 14,000 feet, control is seamlessly handed off to the area controller.
Yeah, this handover is absolutely critical. You can think of it like a smooth baton pass in a high-stakes relay race. Our airspace is huge, and it's organized into sectors. Different controllers manage different areas, different altitudes. Each controller takes full responsibility for their slice of the sky. It maximizes traffic flow and, crucially, prevents any single point of failure. Continuous oversight is key.
Okay, let's fast forward a bit now to the descent. The process of getting ready to land in Delhi. The pilot calls Delhi radar, reporting they're passing flight level 15,000 feet and descending to 7,500 feet. They request to go lower.
And Delhi radar responds quickly. Continue descent to 3,000 feet. They also provide QNH 1008.
Ah, the QNH, that's the local pressure setting, right? For the altimeter near the ground.
Precisely. Super important for accurate altitude readings close to the runway. They also give a transition level FL95.
Right.
That's the altitude where pilots switch from that local QNH back to a standard pressure setting used higher up.
Got it. Then a new voice comes on the tower controller. They clear the aircraft to descend to 2,000 feet and establish on ILS runway 28. ILS, Instrument Landing System. That's the radio beam guiding them down, yeah. Even if they can't see the runway clearly.
Exactly. It's incredibly precise. The pilot then confirmed, now established on ILS for runway 28. And they're told to contact Delhi Tower on 118.1 megahertz while approaching outer marker for runway 28. That outer marker is a specific point on the approach path.
And the final instruction. Cleared to land on runway 28, along with the wind again. Wind 260 at 10 knots.
This whole approach phase really underscores the layers of communication, the cross-referencing, every number, every instruction, especially the ILS. It's all double-checked, triple-checked. It ensures that perfect alignment for landing, bringing the aircraft down safely.
And finally, the very last moments, touchdown at 13:05. But it doesn't end there, does it? Immediate instructions follow. Turn right at Alpha, parking stand number 7.
No, it doesn't end at touchdown. Communication stays active. It's about guiding the plane safely off the active runway, onto the taxiways again, and right to its specific parking stand. Still managing traffic flow, preventing ground collisions.
So what does this journey of Flight IA-402 really show us? We've had a glimpse into this profound unseen choreography, haven't we? The stuff that happens constantly with every flight. It puts things into perspective when you think maybe 400 aircraft glide through Indian airspace daily, each one guided by these unseen voices.
It really highlights how this precise communication isn't just about following rules. It's built on immense trust, incredible expertise from both the pilots and the controllers. This whole complex human element, this constant verbal ballet, it's just absolutely vital for the safety we expect in modern air travel.
So maybe the next time you're on a flight, settling into your seat, or even just looking up as a plane passes overhead, take a moment. Consider that incredible ballet of communication happening all around you, those voices in the sky working tirelessly, meticulously to bring everyone safely home.